welcome to my channel. Welcome to my channel. Welcome to the Kele.
Oh, that's in the sense that it was supposed to give, but it did not give what needed to be gave.
Hello, welcome to my channel. This is Kele and I'm excited to have you here. This is one of my first videos and I feel like I should maybe try to do an introduction. I'm Kele Nichideze and I'm from Rwanda in Uganda. Yeah, I have 3 nationalities. I have Rwandan, Ugandan and also Dreamland. Anyways, jokes aside, so my age is definitely I was born around 2000, early 2000s. And my favorite colors, do I even have? Oh, I do. I have navy blue. I have lavender, and my other color that I'm really liking that one add in my wardrobe, burgundy, and also beige. As you can see, I'm wearing a beige shirt. I'm also a Christian, and I love God so much. So we're also gonna be talking about faith on this channel. And if you're a Christian girly or money man, that is what I mean, please stick around to get to know more about my experiences with God, because there is a lot to unpack there. And if there's anything you need to know about me, please, the comment section is really open for you guys to do whatever you want there. And before you do that, if you are new here, please be sure to leave a subscribe, and because I'm going to be talking about all about life that you need to know. And if you've been here for quite some time, please, thank you so much, and may God bless you. Sometimes when we are trying to have these glow ups, we really start with the non-essential things when we should start with the essential things, and that is what I'm here to tell you guys about. I'm going to take you from the beginning, because in this I want to be giving my type of testimony, my experience with glowing up, and show you how it really helped me and how I think it will also be helpful for you. And so there is this one YouTuber that was talking about how glowing up ruined her life, and in my head I was like, what do you mean glowing up ruined your life? I want everything you have. She has about 2.3 subscribers on her YouTube, and when I tuned in to see what she was talking about, I was like, I don't get it. You really started from a wrong foot. So she was a chubby girl and she wanted to glow up, and it happened. She went to the gym, she took a meal plan, and she was giving model-like vibes, but she was really sad on the inside. And I was like, So that means we need to start with the essentials, and that is the spiritual glow up. So how do you spiritually glow up? By spending time with God. It is just as simple as that. You could listen to podcasts, you could go to church every weekend, all these things, but if there's no quality time with God, the spiritual glow up is far from happening. It's really far. For me, it happened in a way where I didn't really have to go out searching for a glow up. I found myself in a state where God was the only option I had, and I'm glad I did. It is one of the worst years of my life. That is 2023. I found myself in a place where I hated life, and I wanted to change everything about myself, mostly the physical. Right now, I wouldn't change a thing, or I would change a thing. I really think I have big cheeks. If I was to, I would try to get this off. But I still feel okay from within. No one can convince me that there is something wrong with my face, So that is what I mean by studying with the essentials. Spiritually, God found me in a place where I was hating on myself, and He showed me that I was okay. You might be wondering, this is so cheesy, whatever. I don't care how you guys say it. It has worked for me all these years. 2023, 2024, 2025, I'm the best version of myself, more than I've ever been. I always thought of myself as a confident person until I met what confidence was like in God. When you have God on your side, you're more confident than what you were before you had Him in your life. So in that state of hating on myself, I feel like I really had to change a lot about myself. I don't know why this hair looks funny. Don't you guys think it looks funny? Let's talk about that, So I really felt that way, and God put me in a place where He was like, you're not, if there is anything you need to change, it's the way you think. Which also brings me on my point number 2. You also need to work on your mental glow up before you go on to the physical glow up, as you really want to. A physical glow up is really okay if within you are content with yourself. But if you find yourself in a place where you feel like if you change physically, that is when you're going to feel good about yourself, I must say revise your plan, because it is gonna fail. It's gonna blow up in your face. Exactly. So this girl did all that she could, but deep down she was very sad until she went on a spiritual retreat, I guess, and she found her true authentic self, her purpose, which is what we also find in Christ. People be out here doing the most but give their lives to Christ. Y'all are going to go the extra mile of going on a spiritual retreat when all you could do is kneel in your room and say, Christ, you're the only option I have. Please come into my life and spend time with him and let him show you who you truly are. And from within, if you need to change anything about your physical state, he's always going to show you what you need to change. So when I talk about glow ups, honestly, I really want to outline these things like point by point, but I feel like I'm all over the place, so bear with me. So what I want to say about this whole thing about Jesus Christ is that when you give your life to Christ, he's going to show you the other areas you need to glow up in. He's not even going to show you that your body looks, I don't know, sometimes you go for a glow because maybe we were dumped, maybe because we want to do a comeback, I want to go to school with this banging body, I want to show them that they missed out on me, and all those things. And I really do understand, because I've also been in that place. But then the real glow up comes from within. Anyways, I'm in a place where I'm not really shy to enter a room and feel like, I don't know, people's opinions no longer matter to me anymore, which is why I also decided to start a YouTube channel, despite not having all the joy that I thought I needed to have, which is why I am going for my goals. What I mean is that let Christ be the foundation of your glow up, and that is in the spiritual state. The other thing you could do about the spiritual part is ask God why you're still alive, because there's gonna be a reason you're alive and not dead. Many people are dying every single day, and you might be wondering, why do I wake up and why am I still alive? With everything happening in the world, why am I still breathing? If you never ask yourself that question, maybe it is high time you start asking yourself, because you find that people are really in places they've not been called to be. Like, you could be pursuing something different when God has created you to pursue something different. And the sooner you ask him why he's created you, the better for your own good, because then you can start pursuing that. And this is where I come in with careers. Some people are going for their physical glow up when their mental is really down, and sometimes when your mental is okay, that is when you have the consistency to go for the physical. But the physical glow up is really just surface glow up. Now, if you know that you have been rooted, like your spiritual glow up is okay, you are locked in with God, you have all this, then go for the mental glow up. Mentally is not, it doesn't even require this whole thing of meditation. I feel like mental works with your brains, and every time you feed your brain with good information, that is how it's going to grow. Feeding it with good content. Some content is just downgrading to our brains. They're going to be putting things in your mind, and you're like, your ideas about life are going to change because of the type of content you're consuming. So this is where you start being mindful of the things you put inside, like the content you're consuming. This is where you start being mindful of the things that the conversations you entertain. Yes, this is where you'd say, okay, I need to learn, I need to get on with the skill, I need to start reading. When you find yourself in a space where you want to grow your mentor, you also feel like you need to take courses, you need to learn skills, you need to read, things that are going to help your mentor to grow, and by mentor to grow, your mind to grow in a better way, to think in a better way, because sometimes we are deranged by the communities we grew up from, where they tell us that, oh, so you think you will do this when nobody in your family was able to do that, and they put your mind to a place where you just feel like there is a level you cannot get to. But if you give yourself the challenge to say that I can do this, and then you move yourself to learn, to grow, to read, and all these things, yes, you're going to get to those things, and they'll just be there watching, and before they know it, they'll be uploading you. And with that being said, about the mental glow up also, I would say I would recommend a journal. I did not sit with my journal here. When I look back at the progress that I've had since I started reading that journal right now, it is really visible. What journaling helped me with, it helped me put my thoughts together, and I realized that the things that really made me feel bad about myself weren't really essential. It was more like comparison, more like putting my life, in comparison to things I was seeing on social media, and I realized I need to get off social media and, listen to my thoughts. Sometimes all you need is meditation to know what you actually want, because when you go on TikTok or Instagram, you'll find that your mind, your headspace is not in the reality of the life you're living in. It is actually in someone else's life, something that stood out to you, something that you feel like you don't have in your life, or now I know I want this. We put expectations, like you're going to see someone who's 50 years old making it in life, and you are 20 years old and you want to have the same things that they have. Like, it just doesn't make sense. But yes, when you take your time to revise your thoughts and everything, you see where you should put your energy at and where it should not be. And I think Getting off social media would be the best idea for that. So another thing that I would really say journaling is going to help you with is going to track your progress. I could see how my thinking changed from when I was, in that place back then in 2023 to where I am at now, by just looking into my journal. Because then you see the thoughts, the things you are writing back then and things you're writing right now, and you're like, okay, I love the version of myself that I'm becoming. And even when I find myself in a space where I'm not growing, I'll be like, we gotta change this, and then I would, take steps to change. And if you're listening to this, Kellen is not perfect. Kellen is just sharing her ideas. And no, I'm still struggling with all these glow ups. I sometimes you just relapse and then you come back. So as a disclaimer, I'm not there yet, but what I'm here to tell you is that the real glow up starts from spiritual to the mental before it gets to the physical. And finally, last but not least, this is where the physical glow up comes in. People, let me just give you a scenario as to why I feel like you should do, or why I think you should start with the spiritual, the mental, before you get to the physical. So imagine if you saw someone who's very attractive, you have a conversation with them, and they don't even see that in themselves. That is what I'm talking about. You are going to go for the physical, you're going to have this, nice body, and sometimes it's just the body, that's what you're selling to these people, the nice, nice skin. I'm showing you my skin because it's not that I think it's nice, but I think it's also nice. You get what I mean? I don't think it's like 10-10, but I also think it's 8-10. Yeah, so you have a nice skincare routine, you have all this, you have a meal plan, but in your mind when someone talks to you, you don't even see that in yourself. Like outside we see a very beautiful girl, but within you're very sad and miserable. So that is why I think you should start with the spiritual, then mental and physical. How do we achieve this physical state? Number one, you're going to have to move your body. I'm not saying you have to go to the gym. It could be as simple as walking a longer distance. It could be as simple as doing the Pilates. That doesn't require anything, just you and your room and getting space to move your body, do something. This year I gave myself a goal of starting to move my body, and I would say I love the way it makes me feel. It gives you it gets your hormones up, you are motivated to do other things other than just moving your body. So try to move your body. You could hit the gym, you could jog, you could do Pilates, yoga, anything that's going to help your body be in a state where it's moving. Let those muscles work, because when they are asleep for too long, it is not healthy. Number two that you should do in the physical glow up, nourish yourself. Let that body rest. Get off that phone. I'm starting to have dark circles because I can't get off the phone at night. So I'm going to say, take my advice, as I'm also going to start taking my advice. Give yourself enough time to rest. You should rest 8 hours. I don't care how big your goals are, but if you're a student, please study, and then after that maybe you could rest. But try to find time to rest, because again, if you're not resting, whatever you're doing, the meal plans will not work, the moving your body will not work if your body is weak. And with that being said, that I bring in the healthy system. Some people are doing the most but not doing the least. You're going to go over the edge to buy detoxing tea, but you don't even take water. Your body is dehydrated. How about you start by drinking some water if you want to have that physical glow up? It's going to help it so much. Final state of everybody that has a full glow up is they're going to be confident in whatever they do, if it is a good thing, of course. So now you know that you are rooted in Christ. Your mind is where it needs to be. Your body is okay. It's staying. It's giving. What is going to stop confidence from stepping in? Apart from yourself, of course. So if you don't see yourself as a confident person, go back to the mental glow up. That is where it all happens. But the very final step that shows the person who has glowed up is the confidence. They move with confidence in everything they do. It just shows. And confidence cannot be bought. This is something people have to work for. That you have to have that within you, and this is not something you get from the gym. If you think your confidence is going to come from your physical appearance, I'm gonna have to tell you to revise, whatever your plan is, because at some point your physical is going to be challenged and your mental is going to be there to hold. The real glow starts when you are spiritually secure in the God who created you. And then number two, when you elevate yourself, but starting from within, putting your mental, health to the level to the maximum level, and then loving yourself before you are that physical person you're looking for. And then even when you change, when you start doing the outer change from within, your beautiful outside, you're making it even way better, because I believe everybody has a beauty in them. And then just like that, you're good to go. So with that being said, it was your girl Kellen, and I'm so excited to have you here. If you made it to the end, give this video a big thumbs up, and remember to subscribe and support the new YouTuber in town. Come on, I was dropping gems. Now with that being said, bye.